Welcome back, Motorheads. It's Project Car Finds. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope everyone's doing well out there. It is sure a pleasure to have you guys tune in and join me on this little adventure as we once again hit them back roads looking for those elusive project cars that have been left for dead. So sit back and enjoy the ride and let's see what we can find. Well, we stumbled across a little Mercury here. This little diamond in the rough, if you will. Don't worry, I think got it all buff right out with a little bit of hard work, a little elbow grease, a little spin shine. Oh man, this thing will be back on the road in no time at all. Clearly looking at this thing, there's not much left of this car, boys and girls. However, on the back window, it did say it had a good title. That's probably about the most complete thing about this particular vehicle. Overall, I don't really even see too many good usable parts on here. Maybe some window trim, maybe a door handle, maybe two. Other than that, this thing's pretty much just gone. I mean, there's not even a good piece of roof to get out of this thing. It's pretty much roached out. There is not a price on there, however, there was a phone number. And if you're seriously interested in it, I'll make sure I hook you guys up with that phone number. Well, the little Mercury's neighbor and partner in rust, definitely in better condition than the old Mercury, but not by much. Now this one here I think could be saved, but it's going to take a lot of money, a lot of body work to bring this one here back and get this one here back to the road. They're asking $2,850 for this one here. Now if it would have been a 64, I could see spending a little bit more money toward that because you can still find a little bit of parts for a 64. Now this one here, the parts are kind of hard to find and there's definitely some things missing here. This is going to cost a lot of money to bring this one back is what I'm trying to say. Even though it's a drop top and it's fairly complete, personally I wouldn't go anywhere near that asking price. And honestly, got to be brutally honest, I think I would just run completely away from this car unless I absolutely needed parts to bring mine back. Other than that, I think this is purely a parts car. But what do you guys think of a little drop top Ford? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. Well, after a little stop off for a tetanus shot after those two rust buckets back here, we found ourselves in Waverly, Ohio, where I met two awesome new friends, Debbie and John, who enlightened me about this little body shop that actually has some cars sitting out there that might be for sale. As soon as we hit the body shop parking lot, first thing I discovered is this really cool Caprice wagon, and I'm a sucker for these things here. The Misfit Mobile and this old Caprice, hell, they could be brothers. Now this one here is very cool. It definitely has a few paint issues and a few things that need to be redone to make this thing super cool again. But overall, I don't think this would be a bad start for somebody for a very cool project wagon. There's a lot of the hard work's already been done here. Now, like I said, it's definitely going to need a little bit of things taken care of, some love. I don't know what the asking price is here, but stay tuned to the end and I'll supply you guys with a phone number to the body shop so you can call and see if you guys can make a deal on one of these awesome little project cars he's got sitting around. And how awesome was this? Parked right beside the wagon, a pretty cool little Nova project. Personally, I'm not a big Nova fan, but I know some of you guys out there absolutely love these things. This one here, I definitely think it's going to need some love. It's definitely going to need a lot of love here, boys and girls. You definitely going to have to be ready to commit and definitely have some money in your pockets to bring this little thing back and make it super cool. It's still a cool little Nova the way she sits, but like I said, loads of potential here. And if you're really into these little Novas with a little bit of negotiating skills, you might be able to bring this little thing home, park it in your garage, and go ahead and bring her back to her glory. Got some pretty cool little Cougar here. I dig these things. I always thought these things were cool. I love the sequential tail lights these things have. That and the big wide tires in the back just really sets these cars for me personally. But like I said, the sequential tail lights, I love them. I hate trying to figure them out and get all the wiring schematics and get all the wiring taken care of because, there's no real good schematics out there that I've come across to actually tell you what you need to do to make them work properly. However, this one here definitely going to need some love as well. I don't think she's too far gone. I think she's definitely one that needs to be brought back to life if you can work out a good deal. That's a pretty cool little Chevrolet right here. Definitely going to need a lot of love here, boys and girls. This one here is going to be a big undertaking. This is not for the beginner. This is definitely a more seasoned veteran to the rebuilding of a vehicle to bring this one here back to life. But I still see tons of potential with this thing here, and I see one hell of a little hot rod being built out of this little Chevrolet. But what do you guys think? Would you guys be willing to take on this little project and bring this beautiful machine back to its former glory? All these things here, these get me. This is one of my favorite pickup trucks on the planet. Absolutely love the Tri-5 era Chevy pickup trucks. I just think they're a beautiful machine. I love the lines on these trucks. I love the brows above the headlights. There's just not too many things about this body style truck that I don't love. I prefer a fleet side, but those things are even harder to find. This one here, I definitely think would be a very cool little project to pick up if you can get it for the right price. Overall, it's all there. It's definitely going to take some work, and like I said, you need to have a little bit of knowledge before you take on a project this big. But these things here are super cool when they're done. Like I said, they're just a beautiful truck when they're done. And, you know, honestly, I am not too opposed to leaving this one roached out like it is here. The patina that's on this truck, and just rock it the way it is. I know some of you guys are going to come for me in the comments on that one. Oh, you're out of your mind. Put a paint job on it. You know what? That is Mother Nature's paint job right there. That's all I got to say, boys and girls. And Mother Nature did a pretty good job on this one here. Now this here is a super cool little Biscayne wagon, but reel your tongues back in, boys and girls, if you absolutely love these. This is a customer car. It is not for sale. But I have seen this car at a couple car shows. This thing is just an awesome ass wagon. I mean, it just really is, especially if you're into the patina look. I know, like I said, for the previous truck, it's not for everybody, but it works on this wagon, and this wagon is just super cool. And I'm sure that's probably why the owner is absolutely not trying to sell this pretty old wagon. Now, this is a pretty cool little T-Bird also on the lot. Now, this one here definitely needs some paint issues corrected on this one. You can see it's kind of spider webbing there by the headlight. Overall, I still think it's a pretty cool little T-Bird. Definitely one of my favorite T-Birds on the planet. And I dig it in that color blue with the white top. Definitely, like I said, there's some things that need some love on here, but I still think it's a very cool find. Now, this one here, if you guys know anything about these T-Birds, these things are pretty expensive no matter what kind of condition you find them in. They put a dent in your pockets, what I'm trying to say. Now, this one here, you may be able to get your negotiating skills on point and work out a good deal on this one here. It's something you're comfortable with. Me personally, I'm not a super big Ford guy, so I would never spend anywhere near what they would want to have out of this car. Just being flat out honest, I definitely think it's a super cool car, and I think it makes somebody a nice little ride. And hiding around back, he had a pretty cool little C10. Love the color combo on this particular truck. I prefer a 64 through 66. I don't like that cutback on the windshield. It's my personal preference. Overall, I think this is a super cool truck. Now, I'd say you're going to pay a pretty penny for this truck. If you guys been watching any of this body style C10s, they go for astronomical amounts. Me personally, I wouldn't sell the thing if I was the owner. I would hold on to this thing. It's a big back window truck. It's got all the trim there, and it's definitely got a cool little patina as well to this truck. I know a lot of you guys don't like that, but like I said, certain things they absolutely work on, and this is one of those vehicles it works on. I like the little rough around the edges kind of pickup truck personally. But what do you guys think of the little C10? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. Personally, I think we found some pretty cool little finds today out in the wild, just taking a ride on the back roads and looking around and sticking our nose in places that probably didn't belong. But we found some pretty cool damn automobiles today. What's your guys' thoughts? You guys digging those vehicles we found today? You digging this kind of videos? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. Well, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.